Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be taking a first look at the treasure hunt event. This event obviously did drop pretty much out of the skies onto the roadmap. As you can see, there's a ruby mine and an emerald mine roadmap. Both of these require rubies to run as an energy, and you'll be thinking, where do we get this energy from? Is this going to be accessible? It has some accessibility. The emerald roadmap obviously costing a lot more. If you go into your shop and then you go to the black market, you can see that there's going to be daily rubies at the top and then a treasure shop. Now the daily rubies you can claim on the left hand side is your free daily rubies, which will be 3,000 daily rubies every day. That means you can get a total of 30,000 just from logging in, and you'll be able to run that, I think it's 3 times daily roadmap once every day with this free login. If you're part of Survivors Club like I am currently, you get another 3,000 daily rubies, which again allows you to run that roadmap twice a day instead of 3 times a day. Or you can save up your rubies to go for that 50,000 ruby roadmap. That's completely up to you. You can't do the 50,000 ruby roadmap unless you have Survivors Club, because you just will not get enough rubies from logging in. There is also this one on the right hand side where you exchange a shovel for 10,000 rubies. You get shovels from purchasing them in the store, and there is actually a pretty decent starter offer up right now. If you go into the featured section, go to treasure hunt on the top right hand side, you can see you can get 10 shovels and 10,000 rubies for just under £20. You can get it for about 15 or 20% less than that on Amazon. If you're on, Americans currency, you can get probably for that's probably gonna be like $21 or $25 or something like that. Again, you could probably get it for 20% off on Amazon. And those 10 shovels are going to turn into 100,000 rubies. So this is actually a pretty good offer. If you compare it to this one here, it's half the price, and you're getting barely 20% of the rubies. So if you're going to buy rubies, this would be the one to buy. The other ones are just if you want mad excess. I mean, you get 90,000 here, but it is more expensive. You have to claim, if you do buy this, you have to claim the shovels in the black market section every day. So once you claim one, it will be then the next day. As you can see, it's got a limit of 1 per day, 23 hours, and then it will reset the next day. This does last until the 22nd of May, this event. So we have got 10 days. So you should be able to get all 10 of the claims with the shovels. You can then purchase your treasure tokens here in the store for 4,000 rubies, or run the roadmap for 3,000, so it costs less and you get a little bit of stage rewards, but it will be a bit more difficult. So if you're someone who's got a brand new roster, you might want to do it in the store. If you're someone who's a veteran and got a little bit of power, you should be able to clear these maps. It goes up to S11, it's not too bad, and you can do this, like I said, twice a day if you're on Survivors Club, once a day if you're just logging in and just going to be claiming the 3,000. If you're on Survivors Club, you will be able to get enough tokens eventually to do this once. The problem is, and this is the big problem, I don't think it's worth it to run this just once, because you're going to have to get basically RNG lucky. You need, I think, let's check, I think it's 3,000 of these emeralds. You're going to get 4 of these bags, and that means you're guaranteed 400 by the looks of things. No guarantees on the top end. The top end could be very low percentage. If we go to the treasure shop again, you need 3,000 to hand in for any of these. So I'd say the emerald side of things is a little bit more pay to win. I don't even think any of these characters are maybe super worth it unless someone's going for Shiva, Rick, the Gentleman. The first 2 characters you get the most of, but they're in the daily roadmaps and stuff now. And Clementine, I think they're kind of overvaluing her because we have got Ivanova. I think they're just more going on the fact that people love Clementine and hopefully people will purchase. There will be 3 potential purchases for each of these, but the minimum you're going to get from that run of 50,000 rubies is going to be 400. You could potentially get 6,000, but like I said, the odds are not shown on those bags, and it's probably really bad. Now, where do you spend these tokens, I hear you say? Well, I assume, because I just literally thought, wait, where do we spend these tokens? I believe it's a stash. We'll take a look. And this is more like the free-to-play element, I believe. And as you can see, here's the stash, and it's mainly geared towards stuff from the 6-star era in terms of characters. You can get Axel, Roxy, or Michonne, who are all the dual specialists. You can also get things like the flags and stuff like this. Not really ideal in the S-class era, not really going to do too much, just more, fun, but you could potentially get some big end items like 6 GPS, 6 canteens, large amounts of trainers are in here as well. There are 50 pulls. There is only one complete stash, so if you do 50 pulls, you're going to complete it. You will also get this weapon on the side. It's not an amazing weapon. 30% HP is the base stat, 15% defense is the upgrade slot. Leech life, not that amazing. Heal 10% at the start of each turn for each debuff on this character. Again, not very amazing. So it is a 5-star weapon, and unfortunately, it isn't really worthwhile going in for. It doesn't look like this is the pay-to-play sort of side of the event. I don't think really people are going to spend to try and get this weapon. It's not really going to do too much. If they did spend, they're mainly going to be doing it for the stuff down here, like the trainers, the gear, that sort of thing. The top-end stuff, like I said, not that useful at the moment. Just more like taking up roster space, fluff, maybe in some cases maybe some SR characters, that sort of thing, but not going to have too much of an influence on your sort of raid gameplay, which is 90% of what Road to Survival is. And unfortunately, on the daily roadmap that comes up 3 times a day, there is only 5-star tokens as the extra reward, so nothing too influential there either. So this event looks just so-so. If you get lucky with some pulls on the stash, you could, you know, come away with some pieces of gear, maybe some trainers, but otherwise nothing too spectacular. You will get your daily rubies, so I would log in and do that. Just run the daily roadmap. Like I say, maybe you get lucky. You get 1 pull a day, so you get 10 pulls on that stash if you're free to play, which isn't really that great considering it's not a very good stash in the first place. And then you get 20 pulls on that stash if you have got Survivors Club. So, but best of luck on your general pulls anyway from the daily pulls on the roadmaps. But that's it. Just a quick first look at the event. I will probably be running these on my stream if you want to check it out. My stream will be later on today. But that is the end of my video right now. Thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.